Unbiased news can be hard to come by, especially if you don't have high political savvy. According to a Pew Research Center study, only around 30% of Americans were able to distinguish between fact and opinion statements. College librarians, like Reiley know, teach students how to judge sources.
Well, some good indications for me are to kind of consider the source, see if it's someplace that has a great deal of credibility or if it's something that's kind of biased or slanted.
Probably based on the people that are reporting about it. So if it's like a trusted news source or something, that's how I know that it's trustworthy.
Biased information is something that can be caught quickly. Here's a few tips from Hanover journalism students.
One step that I like to take is to go to fact-checking websites. Going to these kind of websites can help tell you if the article you're reading is true or false. One site that I like to go to is Snopes.com. I type in the name under the search bar and the article will pop up if it is under question. Then you're able to read about the article and the authors will give you exact information if it is true or false. Another thing that I like to go to is to go to allsides.com. Going to allsides.com will tell you if the site you get your information from is more left-sided or right-sided.
One way to determine the legitimacy of an article is to check the source of the evidence. For example, in this article about the cathedral burning being intentional, one piece of evidence is a tweet. Once you click on the source of this tweet, the user admits his source has no real evidence. Most people wouldn't look past the original tweet, and they would share this article, spreading fake and biased news.
One step you can take to tell if a story is biased or not is research the author. Find the author's name at the top of the article and click on it. This can bring it to their bio. It tells you about the professional career. You can also see other articles that they've written to see what they're experts in and whether they lean towards a certain viewpoint.
One step that anyone can take in analyzing and coming to a conclusion about biased information is checking the source. See if they have an agenda and if they have been credible in the past. I came across an article titled, "God Decides Against Killing Self After Angel Shows Him What Life Would Be Like If He Never Existed," on The Onion. This stood out to me as biased and false information. I want to check the source. I see the other articles with the same style of titles. I search The Onion on Google and notice in its description that they are categorized as satirical media, verifying that this news site cannot be trusted.
The next time you come across a questionable article from that crazy uncle of yours, make sure you use these tips to help determine the legitimacy of the article before you share or retweet. For Hanover Headlines, I'm Jordyn Taylor.